Morning traders, a pretty positive session and the overnight leads for Asia are looking pretty constructive at this stage. We are expecting the ASX to open 1.3% higher at this stage given what we're seeing from SPI futures. And we're going to be watching the Chinese markets, equity markets very closely given that 25 basis point reserve ratio requirement cut that's been playing through. And that's going to complement obviously some of the fiscal levers that we've been seeing and obviously the monetary policy easing that we've been taking place over the last couple of weeks as well. Now, the leading we've been seeing is very constructive. You can have a look at the VIX in the US. Yeah, it's trading below 13%. We saw it down 0.7 of a vol there. People are reducing those hedges and selling volatility. And the MOVE index in Treasury volatility trading down to almost a year-to-date low. We've got our eyes very firmly on that. In Europe, we've seen the Euro stocks up 1.3%. So the FTSE's had a 3Z score move up 2%, closing pretty much on the highs of the day through the 200-day moving average. And now we've got the top end of the range, the 31st July highs, very much in our sights. In the US, we've seen the S&P cash and NASDAQ closing up 0.84%, but breadth has been pretty good. 85% of stocks in the S&P have been closing high. You can see the sectors that worked well here. And on the cash markets, we're looking for the index to come out and test those first September highs of 45.40, not too far away that at the moment. Now, we have seen selling in treasuries. We've got twos up 5 basis points, just above 5%. And we've got selling across the curve, but real rates up a couple of basis points. Obviously, that's a reflection of some of the data we've been seeing in the US. It's been pretty good. The retail sales numbers up 0.6%. The control group element up 0.1%, which is the group of basket of sales that comes directly into the GDP calculation. Also, that PPI number looking a bit stronger. We saw that 0.7% month on month on headline, and the core number at 0.34% on the core number there. So, one suspects that the core PCE numbers will now be solidified. We're probably looking for a headline core PCE when that comes down the 29th to be up 0.4%, and also core to be around sort of 0.2% higher when that comes out later on. Now, we have seen some buying in German bunds. There's been big focus, obviously, on the ECB meeting. They raised rates, but it was what we call a dovish hike, effectively. The ECB have made it pretty clear that they think that they're pretty much done hiking. Their 2025 inflation numbers were revised, as were their 2024 growth numbers were brought down a touch. And what we've seen there is the euro dollar reacting pretty strongly down from 107.29 down to 106.32. And the euro's been one of the worst performers on the day, really only been sort of performed more poorly by the South African rand, the Polish zloty, and also the Hungarian currency as well, the foreign playing through. Now, we are watching for downside targets on euro dollar of 105.16. That's the 15th of March lows. But as a result of what we've been seeing in euro dollar, you've seen that dollar index pushing year-to-date highs as well. So something we're watching very, very closely indeed. We've got support coming through in the Aussie, as you've seen in the complex. And also petrocurrency is getting a little bit of help out because crude is up another 2.3%. It's in beast mode and it continues to move higher in a progressive momentum kind of fashion. What we are seeing is 1 year inflation swaps have pushed up another 3 basis points into 270. And I'm not sure that's going to sit well with the market. But at the moment, we are expecting Asia to fire up and we're calling the ASX up 1.3% at this stage.